Peace and blessings to everybody out there. Welcome back to the Fake Woke Podcast. This is your boy BobbyVILN, and I am back with another video. I'm here to talk about the Charlemagne, the God, and Larry Elder clip that I posted earlier. I don't see no black media sites covering the verbal massacre that Larry Elder bestowed upon Charlemagne the God. But for the most part, Charlemagne decided to have Larry Elder on the Breakfast Club. If you know who Larry Elder is, or if you don't, he's a politician. He ran for governor of California. He lost to Gavin Newsom when they tried to basically tried to get Gavin Newsom up out of office. He lost to Gavin Newsom. He runs on the Republican end of the political spectrum. I do not support Larry Elder. I do not support any political parties. I have no political affiliation because no political parties have anything substantial to offer the black community, because they feel like, and this is just my perspective, they feel like they don't need us. They only need us when it comes time to vote. They pander to us, throw us to the side, offer us little to nothing. Just a bunch of symbolic wins. That's all they offer us. But for the most part, if you watch that clip, Charlemagne the God tried to basically insinuate that Larry Elder had a nigga wake-up call. And the rebuttal that Larry Elder gave Charlemagne the God was the rebuttal that we also needed. Is basically what I've been saying when it came to people who supported, or shall I say black people who supported, or the Biden blacks is what I call them, the Biden blacks, and how they rushed to defend Joe Biden and his lack of production when it comes to the country, and when it comes to recognizing that the black vote actually really helped him get into office, because black women up to a 90% black women actually voted for him, and black men, I think it was like 88 or something like that, or 86 or whatever the case may be. It was a very high turnout rate, or as Larry Elder said, 80% or whatever. I forgot the actual number. The black community helped Joe Biden get into office. Again, I don't vote, so I did not vote, so I was not part of that. And basically, Charlemagne the God tried to insinuate that Larry Elder had a nigga wake-up call. Larry Elder don't recognize that he's black. And when it comes to the black community, it's this like, it's like this group think, or it's like a group thing when it comes to politics. If you don't vote for Democrats, like you're a coon, or if you support Joe Biden, not Joe Biden, but Donald Trump, you're a coon, or if you support Republicans, you're a coon. Or I don't understand how we got to this point of where you can't diversify your political ideology or your political affiliation amongst your community, but it personally needs to stop. Like, even though I don't believe that this system was truly set up for it to actually work how they claim that it works, we as a community need to take a step back and actually ask ourselves, why do we insinuate when somebody says they're Republican that they're a coon, or they tap dancing for the white man, or whatever the case may be? You must allow the people that represent your community to have diversity of thought, especially when it comes to politics, especially when it comes to music, especially it comes to any type of any category. As a community, we choose to try to force other people that represent our community into a box, and if they don't fit that box, we want to call them coons and Uncle Toms and shit like that, like Larry Elder, or like it escapes me, Thomas Sowell, or whoever. You feel me? Just because they got a different opinion when it comes to politics, you want to put them in a box. You get what I'm saying? And me personally, I don't do that. If you want to vote liberal or Democrat, you vote Democrat. If you want to vote Republican, vote Republican. I still think both of you motherfuckers are coons, because neither one of those parties try to help us at all, especially when it comes to Republican. They don't even attempt. Democrats will sit there and pander to you, tap dance in your face, tell you what they gonna do for you, then don't do it. You know? So like, for us to continue to participate in this system, in this political system, it's, in my personal opinion, it's redundant, you know. But like exactly what Larry Elder said, I've already said. Like, Joe Biden sat there and told you, if you do not vote for me, you are not black. A white man sat there and told you to your face that if you don't vote for me, you are not black. And nobody took offense to that. Charlemagne didn't take offense to that. You allow a white man to come onto your platform and insult your community and insult you by telling you are not black if you do not vote for me. You are not black if you don't vote Democrat. And that should have been considered a slap in the face. Actually, that he should have considered that as him spitting in his face, because that is exactly what y'all accuse of Donald Trump of being, a racist. And that is clearly racist when somebody sit there and tell you that you are not black if you don't vote for me. And what Larry Elder said was absolutely right. So you saying black men who voted for Donald Trump, 20% of black men voted for Donald Trump, you telling me they're not black? Because they choose to exercise their right to vote, but they went opposite of the 80 percentile that voted for Joe Biden? It makes no sense, and this is exactly why Joe Biden told us that we lack diversity when it comes to thought. This is exactly why they're able to continue to disrespect us, because we don't respect ourselves. When the left or when Democrats sit there and point to the Republicans and say, hi, they're racist, y'all join in with the finger pointing and say, that side is racist, Republicans are racist. But as soon as Joe Biden sit there and say, if you don't vote for me, you're not black, you don't say nothing. You keep your mouth closed. If Hillary Clinton sit there and call you a super predator, and you sit there and you keep your mouth closed, you just as bad as the so-called coons that vote for the Republican Party. Y'all are coons too, because y'all choose to show allegiance, or y'all choose to continue to vote for a party that literally does nothing for you. And when they do something for you, it's nothing but a symbolic victory, a meaningless victory. That's exactly what it is. And we still don't, as a community, we still don't understand that it is a right to exercise your vote. It is also a right for you to demand something in return for your vote. You shouldn't have to purchase politicians, which other demographic stuff do. They have them in their back pocket. Why? Because they continue to donate to their campaigns and stuff like that. We shouldn't have to donate. We shouldn't have to purchase politicians. They should rightfully so give us our just due, but they don't. And we continue to waste our vote on a party that knows for a fact all we gonna do is ask for shit and not receive it. They know they gonna get our vote. They know we gonna sit there and ask for reparations or whatever we ask for, and they don't have to deliver because they know for a fact that you're gonna vote for them. Because you don't want to vote for the other side, because they condition us to sit there and believe that if we do vote for the other side, you're a coon, you're not black, you're trying to be white, you're trying to cuddle up to the white folks. But in all actuality, you're cuddling up to the white folks regardless of what party you vote for. That's just my opinion. But I've already sat there and I specified that our problems must be fixed amongst ourselves, and we really should not rely on the government to fix our problems for us. But at the same time, if you do exercise your right to vote and you do decide to participate in this government, you should get something in return for your vote. And we never do. So that means you should not vote for them, for either party, if they don't offer you anything. And on top of that, if they even do offer you something in return for your vote and they don't deliver, you don't vote for them again. Plain and simple. You gotta actually show them that they have to respect you. Because if you don't show them that they have to respect you, they're not going to. But besides that, I'm done. Make sure you do all of that great stuff, like, subscribe, share, whatever. Not, it doesn't matter. But it's time to be a little more cognitive of how we approach our standing within this government. Within this, not even the government, within this corporation, because that's exactly what it is. Besides that, I'm done.